I'm doing it. Today is the day I'm finally recording my song, Dear Khnum, because I've been sitting on it for far too long. Don't mind my artistic chambers over here. Let's just go. Oh my goodness. You know, there's a time for being a perfectionist, and that time is not now. That time is not now in my life. I spent most of my life being a perfectionist, and I just want to get this song recorded so that I can enjoy it, so that I can listen to it, and so that I can eventually perform it in front of people, and also maybe perfect it. I don't know. Sometimes it's best as an artist to just get your stuff on the page, the canvas, logic. And so that's what we're doing. I'm just gonna go for it. We're all plugged in. I've been working on this song, and the thing is, I haven't been that decisive. But the way that I work as a singer-songwriter is, it's like flowy. The music comes, the lyrics come, but for me, a big part of songwriting actually happens in logic when I'm laying down my vocals. I'm definitely a vocal forward composer. I love to layer my voice, and I can't layer my voice until the tracks are done. But I also have a little bit of performance anxiety because I started teaching myself piano in 2020. And I mean, I had performance anxiety before that. I was a musical theater kid and would be shaking in my boots before all performances. I had social anxiety, and I'm really healing, and it's really great. And so I'm ready to just trust myself and go slowly with myself, see how long it takes. We'll be here all day if we need to. We're gonna get those tracks laid so that I can finally layer and hear what this song sounds like in its completion. I'm so excited. So I guess before I start, I should talk a little bit about Khnum and what even is the inspiration for this song. So let me warm up a little bit. I did play through the song once, but I'm actually recording on Logic already, so this is gonna be a long track, but that's neither here nor there. So this is how the song starts. And I'll just play it lightly as I talk a little bit about Khnum. Khnum is the Egyptian god of the Nile. He is said to have shaped our bodies, to be the one who carved our bodies out of mud. And because I am a comedic queen, I just need a song. I need a song for Khnum. And so we're gonna record. Let's just record the first take, and then I'll do a cute little time lapse, because too much pressure to have you facing me. It's not really. I'm getting over it. Okay, as you can see, I'm a little bit energized because this is the day. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'll be able to lay all the tracks down, but let's get to it. But I kind of like that as an intro. So I'm actually gonna start this as an intro. Excuse me. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I love just allowing in the moment improvisation. I mean, everything is in the moment, and I don't like to be that rigid with my music, especially where I am now in my journey. I think it would be detrimental for me to force myself to try and get things quote unquote right, because in my singer-songwriting journey, the most amazing notes, motifs, moments in songs have happened by accident. And so we had a few things happen that weren't planned in this session, but I actually like it. I like it a lot, and I'm gonna go with it. So the next step is to listen back, and we are going to start laying down some vocal tracks. Now, the only thing is, I love to record on my little Amazon headset, but I lost the mic attachment. I'm like, where in the jumpin' Jehoshaphat's is it? So I'm gonna do a quick house search, see if I can find it. Otherwise, I might have to bring out my professional mic, which for some reason, I just can't. I think the sound sounds better on those, like, my little Amazon headphone mic. But, oh, I'm excited! We did it! We laid down the track! Oh my gosh! It just needs to be, you know, it just needs to be. And why I'm even making this video, hopefully is to encourage any singer-songwriters out there not to be too hard on yourself, not to be a perfectionist, allow blue notes to happen and blue moments, okay? A blue moment is an unexpected moment while you're playing, just to let it be and work with it and see how it can make your sound that much more interesting. Where you are as a musician is not a hindrance, it is a helper. It can help make your music sound that much more interesting. I mean, if you're open to that, if you really just want to be like everybody else, then it's going to be a lot harder to fight who you are. But if you're open to embracing who you are and embracing where you are, I mean, I think a lot of magic can be milked. So with all of that, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I finally get to lay down the vocals to this track, y'all. I have been wanting to for so long, but I was a little perfectionist about it. I mean, I want the song to be as best as it can, but here's the thing. Music is fluid. Songs can always be re-recorded. This is version 1 of Dear Khnum. I can always come out with an infinite amount of versions of the song. As I mature, as I grow, and as I learn more and more about myself as a musician and a piano player. Now on to that search. Home is where I roam. Welcome to the studio. Okay, I did search. However, I searched for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I searched for like 2 minutes because I've searched for it before and I can't find it. I have to order a new one. But before then, we've got music to record. So I'm gonna go with my OG mic. This is the Shure SM48, which is a pretty affordable microphone. I think it was honestly $50 to $100. I bought it a few years ago, so I don't remember. But honestly, I have found, this isn't going in all the way. That might be a problem. I found that I prefer my cheap Amazon headset. Like, this is it, my JBL speakers. They have a mic attachment, but I took it out one day and I don't know what I did with it. So let's test the sound. I need to take these earrings out. Oh, Canada, oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Let's see. If I put the gain up, testing, testing, testing. Why doesn't this mic work? Maybe it's this. Because it's not in all the way. Maybe if I get another one. Testing, 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 testing. You know what? It might be this. Let me try to get another one. Okay, so I've got one more of these chords to try with this mic. And then I also found a little lavalier mic that I actually think has pretty good audio quality. I don't believe I've ever tried to record music with it, but you know me. I'm a buy your bootstraps kind of singer-songwriter. Singer-songwriter, at-home producer, until further notice. Until I find my musical soulmates. And we can just make this world beautiful music. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, I think it might have been the chord. Which makes sense because it wasn't going in all the way. Where did I get this chord? I have no idea. Okay, trying not to make this place a total, complete, chaotic mess. Because that can get too chaotic. So let's test it, see if it works. Testing. Oh, I can hear myself. Perfect. It works great. So let's check the gain. I feel like if I'm trying to hold the mic this close, I probably should have the gain rather low. I think it sounds good. I should probably hold the mic a little further away. I'm excited! Okay, so now I just have to listen to the track, get the right, I also need to drink some water. Okay, step 2 of recording this song is listening to the track that I just laid and cutting it, because it's 15 minutes long, because I just hit record, started talking to you, we did a couple of chitty chatty things, and then I played it. So I need to get the actual song portion of it, and also just get a feel for the song, what I can do with it. Because honestly, the lyrics are pretty much just... The lyrics that I've been working with are, Dear Khnum, I play this song for you, come into the ether and listen to my tune. So we got a lot to work with. Oh, and I also have this. A rain stick! She's gonna make an appearance. So this is interesting. It's definitely going to be a piecemeal recording, and by that I mean I'm going to go bit by bit. I'm not going to try to record the whole 5-minute song on one vocal line in one take. I'm going to go, okay, here's the first 10 minutes, or excuse me, 10 seconds. Pause, let's listen, maybe let's add some vocals. That's what I usually do. So I'm excited to be back in the studio. It's been so long since I've recorded a song. Yippee, yippity-doo-dah, yippity-day, yippity-day-day. Here goes take 1. Should I do the... something in my eye. You know what I want to do first? The rain. So in order to hold the mic up, we're just going to put her in my jar of pens. My dog Holmes is on the bed. She's a little afraid of the rain thing. So I got to do, let's see. She might jump off the bed. That's okay. She's looking like mama. Okay, she looks okay. So let me hit record. I'm just gonna listen back and see if I even like that. I love it! Okay, so now for this, I'm gonna go the whole 5 minutes, which you don't need to see. We'll check in once I am done with the rain machine. And I'm probably gonna open the door to let my dog out because she's looking a little concerned. Okay, so the rain stick tracks are laid. I love it. I love how it's turning out, and now it's time to start vocalizing a little bit. I already know in the beginning I want to do some atmospheric shh. I love that. This is about the Nile and the god of the Nile, and the Nile, I don't know if it still does this, but in ancient Egypt it would flood annually, and they revered the flood because it gave fertility to the land. And so as much as this is an ode to Khnum, it's also an ode to the waters of life, the waters of the Nile, and the fertility of Mother Earth. So I like a little atmospheric, stormy weather. Procuring my mic from her jar of pens. Love it. I'm having a great time. A day where I can lay some tracks down is a great day. Shh. The moment I've been waiting for, laying down the vocals, the singing parts. Now what I like to do when I'm laying down some vocals is just play the song and I'll sing a part, whatever comes to me. Then I'll oftentimes harmonize on top of that part, and that I'll break it up into chunks. So I'm not gonna, sometimes I will do one vocal line the whole time. Sometimes I'll have to edit different parts, re-record. It's really just flowing. I have no plan except to play and to sing. So let's see what we got. So even just that, one vocalization, I'm just gonna listen to it and see if I like it. I do like it. I just need to add another on top of it because it's a little quiet and I want to be able to hear it. And there are ways to manipulate the volume, but I like to just add on instead of raising the volume too high because I've had issues with popping in the past. I'm a new baby producer, so I just do what I do. Okay, now I'm going to normalize the region gain so that I can actually hear it. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. This is something I love to do with my songs. Go, yeah, like a little oscillating. So I'm gonna add that. But first I'm adding some reverb to what I just did because I love reverb. Not too much, just a little chunk of it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if the yeahs are gonna work. I think they will. I just have to work with it. All right, let's try it one more time. Okay, let's see if that sounded good. Oh, wow, that note. I am not saying it's not gonna sound good, and I'm not saying it is. Let's just see how it goes. If you wanna be in my studio, you gotta let go and you gotta open the flow, cause that's how we roll in my studio. Okay, I actually like that. But there's something about the yeah, yeah, yeahs. I have to get them in the right part. So pardon me while I do some vocal stuff. So sometimes what I like to do is layer. So on Logic, if you're on Logic, you'll see, and I'll screen record right now just so you can see what I'm talking about. So on Logic, sometimes you can record 2 takes on 1 track, and that's what I did, and I'm glad I just did it because when I'm improvising, which is how I layer my vocal tracks, I improvise, sometimes I forget what I did. Sometimes I'll do like a messy, I'm just trying to figure it out, and sometimes it ends up working and I keep it in. Other times I need to clean it up, and that's what happened with this one, but I don't remember what I did and I like the improvisation better, so I'm gonna replay it. Good thing I didn't delete it. Okay, beauties, the battery is blinking at me, so we're gonna end today. I'm gonna do a little bit more vocal tracks, but the song's not gonna be finished yet, so we'll catch up probably tomorrow, because I need to finish this. You know, I need to not put it off, so we'll catch up tomorrow. Hello, music vlog. It's the next day, and I'm ready to lay down some tracks. Just had to check if I was recording, if you saw my eyes shift to the monitor, like this. Okay, first step is to plug everything in. I'm laughing because I literally just dumped everything here yesterday off of my bed. You know when you're just so tired but you've been doing things on your bed? You just need to clear the bed. You need to vacate the premises immediately. That was yesterday. And today I'm excited to be back in the studio. I'm so excited. I don't know where I left off. So first things first, I'm gonna just listen back and we'll check in with the game plan. But honestly, the game plan is just to keep listening and to keep recording. So with all of that, I'll check in when either the song is done or the spirit moves me to check back in. It's a little after 5 o'clock. All I know is it's in the 5 o'clock hour. I went to bed probably at 1:30. 1:30 sounds right. So I'm a little giddy off of my light sleep that I had, but it was a light, deep sleep. And one of the dreams that I had, oh, I just remembered that I just finished burning this candle. I shouldn't probably lean on it. One of the dreams that I had, and it's funny actually, I'm looking at this card, Four of Swords. This was the last card that I pulled yesterday after a trio card pull. This was the first card that came out, and I put it in the center, Two of Pentacles, then the Five of Swords. And whenever you get a two card like this, for me, so I'll speak for myself, whenever I get a two card like this, Two of Pentacles or Two of Swords in particular, it's always a choice point. And with this card coming in the middle, for me, this was me oscillating between Five of Swords energy versus Four of Swords. It was a choice point. I could keep working on the things I was working on last night, which included music, or I could just go to sleep and rest. And as I was resting, I was thinking, and the words boy or girl came to me, as in, do you want to make the masculine choice or the feminine choice? And the masculine choice is that planner, is that pushing through energy. And the feminine choice is that receiving the energy and acting accordingly. And so I wanted to receive the energy of being tired and act accordingly. And I'm really glad that I did, because I really just journeyed in my dream sleep and had such a powerful vision of my life, vision of the things I want to bring to the world, as well as a legitimization of why I do the things that I do and why I do them the way that I do them. So with all of that, it's a very early morning, because after those big dream journeys, sometimes you dream so hard you can't go back to sleep after that. And I woke up with my brain awake, and I knew it was time to get up. And what better thing to do at 5 o'clock in the morning than work on music? Thankfully, I live in the front of our apartment, which happens to be underneath the garage of the neighboring apartment. I do share a wall with the apartment next to our neighbor. It's strange. It's a little strange how the apartments are configured / townhomes. It's like one is stacked on top of the other, but at the corner there's one type of townhouse that takes up 2 floors. And so with those, I'm a neighbor to that wall, but I don't think anybody lives full time in the room that mine is, because the light isn't frequently on. And I've never gotten any noise complaints. Not to say they may never hear it and think it, but I've never gotten any noise complaints. Although yesterday was so funny. I was playing on the piano. It was like 12:30. And my door was open because I guess I had been in and out. And I just sat on the piano and started playing. My door was open, and my sister, who had long been asleep, came and startled me and was like, I'm just gonna close your door. I was like, oh my gosh, you can hear it? I really didn't think the sound traveled that far. Usually I play with my door closed, but last night for some reason it was open. So with all of that, I've made so much progress in Dear Khnum. I am a little over a minute in terms of finished audio. I love it. I love it. It's taking me by surprise. There are some really tight harmonies. And by that, I mean, well, I guess I'll say this. There are some really tight harmonies where the harmonies are very much like, we know this, we're feeling it, you've arrived in harmony land. And then there are some that are very close, which is, oh, that close harmony when it does something, because it's not the typical triad or whatever else is out there. Music theory isn't my thing, but there are some harmonies that sit closer together. And I say that more so, if you can picture a music staff, you can picture them sitting close together, or the piano, which is what I would do. So I'm so excited to get back to it. I just boiled some water. It's in my water bottle. I've got some hot water ready for these vocal cords. I listened through the song, and then I listened to my cover of Little Blue by Jacob Collier that I'm working on. And so I'm going to listen to Dear Khnum again one more time just to like get that soundboard back in my head. But oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited I get to record this process and take you with me, because this is like, and I say this because it happens pretty much all the time. Like every song that I do becomes my favorite song yet, because my skills just grow the more that I sit and record songs. And I was saying this in the vlog that I'm posting today on my vlog channel, which is called, it's called Vlog A Few Days in My Spiritual Awakening Life. I need to record more music, because that's when I learn a lot. I was going to say that's when I learn the most, but I'll say this, it's when I learn a lot, because I also learn when I'm playing the piano. But it's just one piece of my music, and when I'm recording, I get all of my music, like everything that I'm capable of. And I get to stretch that bone, I get to stretch that muscle, and even the bone, and I get to grow, you know, because music bones can grow for the rest of our lives. And I'm definitely a testament to that, having really started songwriting in my mid to late 20s. And now I'm 31 and making the best music I've ever made. And it's really me. And I'm really glad that I've taken the journey that I've taken, because it's allowed me to access my sound so much more easily than had I gone through the conventional route. Had I started piano as a kid and had a teacher and then done band and orchestra, or, you know, gone to a conservatory, all of those things are wonderful. There is a cost, however, and a lot of times for a lot of artists, it can cost you your intrinsic creativity. And so I'm thankful that I still have mine. And I mean, I had to search for it, honestly. It was kind of the same thing as if I had gone to school, because I had to search for it. But it's here. And so I say that to you in case you're wondering, you know, man, I want to sound like me. You want to sound like you. Your sound, you want to find that. Like, what would you sound like if you didn't ever try to be like anybody else? If you never played anybody else's music? You can. And I think it just is by doing it. I had a professor in grad school who said to a bassist, you just got to play in order to get better. He's saying, you know, you just got to play. You just got to do it. And it's the same thing with me. And that's why I want to record more, because it's like, I just got to do it. So here I go, recording. I'm excited. Everyone say good morning to Hamza. She's like, it's early. I'm going to go to bed once he starts singing. Good morning, Zazie. I'm having a bit of technical difficulties. I started the song, got my blue light glasses on. I started the song and it started playing from the laptop speakers because my headphones weren't plugged in. And then I plugged in my headphones and now the audio won't play. Even through iTunes and stuff, you know, like no sound is coming through the headphones. So I'm gonna restart it, but now Spotify is preventing my laptop from restarting. So we're just gonna go ahead and quit your Spotify, even if we've got to force quit ya. Oh my gosh, this is like classic. Classic, won't it be the simplest thing? So I've restarted the computer and Spotify, I guess, is set to open upon restart. I was like, fine, let me just let it go. Y'all, the laptop was muted. It was on mute. And this is because yesterday I wanted to listen to the song after bringing the laptop out of my room into the living room. And it was like, you know, after midnight, or probably like midnight at that point. But there was like this loud feedback, like, oh my gosh, trying to burst my eardrums type of screech. And I muted the computer to mute that so it wouldn't wake up my sister, and also so we all wouldn't be like bleeding at the eardrums. It didn't help, but I forgot that I did that. And so with all of that, we're gonna start singing. You know, I love to do those notes. It's like, and then maybe more Western conventional music, people might say, oh, that note, I don't know about that. And I actually don't know about that. I'm going to listen through and see if I like it, but I like to just follow where my voice goes, and oftentimes it'll go into that territory. I love it. I am going to re-record it though to see if I can get that last part actually a little tighter. So, that's what I want. And I didn't know that that's what I wanted until I did it. So this is why I record, because I write in recording. Jacob Collier says improvising is writing in real time, or no, writing is improvising in real time or slower down time, you know? Writing is improvising in a slowed down time, something like that. And that's what this is, you know? It's like I'm improvising. I don't know. Let's just do Let's see how that sounded. I was kind of out of breath. This song, y'all, I have to tell you, I can't even sing the like main line. Dear Kadum, I play this song for you. Come into the ether and listen to my tune. I just did it now, but I cannot sing. Usually from come into the ether and listen to my tune, I cannot sing that in one go in a way that sounds good, because I always run out of breath, no matter if I try to take micro breaths. And this is really slow, the way that I recorded it. So I needed to record it in chunks. Come! It sounds really good when I sing into the mic because I can hear it and there's a little bit of reverb. Okay, let me go. Let me see if I like that one. I kind of ran out of breath. Gonna record it one more time and make sure I take my breath beforehand. Think that was it. Let's listen. So in case you're curious, what I ended up doing was combining the beginning of the second take that I did and then the end of the last take that I did, because I like those the best. So that's what I did. I'm restarting Logic now because the track is getting kind of thick. She's getting to be a thick one. And that means, by that I mean I'm doing a lot of layers. And so I think Logic is starting to buffer a little bit. This is nowhere near the capacity of Logic's. I only have 64 tracks right now, but in the playback it's starting to buffer, which is a problem for when I'm singing because I'm hearing a lag. And then in the playback it's buffering, and so I'm hoping that restarting it helps. Let's see. Okay, I figured out the buffering problem, and it was that all of the eyes were illuminated. So I forget what this stands for, and there's a good, I was thinking about this and I could have looked it up on Google, but this is how you listen to what you're singing. Oh, input monitoring. The input monitoring was on for all 66 tracks, y'all. So that was causing me issues. I was like, let me just turn this off, and now it's better. I actually can't hear myself as well because I'm guessing it's because my gain isn't super up on the mic. And for those of you who may not know, gain is, let me take a break from wearing these headphones. For those of you who may not know, gain is, well, okay, let me explain it the way that I know it, which is not very technical or in-depth at all. But on my audio interface, the gain is the level at which the interface slash my Logic is recording the audio. So it's like pretty much the audio level of the mic, the gain. And I had issues in the past, like early on in my recording days, of having the gain way too high, which when I'm recording it, it sounds, I can hear myself more at the cost of then it's way too loud and it's like giving me the red sign in the volume. It's like too high and then it starts to get pop. You start hearing those audio pops, which are awful and you can't get rid of. I've lost a good song to that. So with all of that, I keep the gain moderate. And so it's fine. I don't need to hear myself that well through the mic. It's like an ego thing. It's like, oh, I like to hear myself with the reverb. It's like, it's completely fine. But I'm happy now, thank goodness, because that was such a mess. Honestly, at its worst, which was right before I did the unclicking of all of the input monitoring, it was so lagging. I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish this song. But y'all, I am at the 3-minute mark. This song is like 4.5 minutes. I'm honestly starting to feel a little sad that it's coming to an end. And it's crazy because I had a moment and I totally took back that thought. I had a moment of being like, oh my gosh, this song is so long. Only because I was like, I mean, it's like it's very start and stop the way that I record. I'm not going a whole take of the track and then we go back and layer and that's it, 3 times. It's like, no, you do one phrase, then you see, okay, does it need any harmony? Do I need to be like, over it? And it's just very much like, it's honestly meticulous in my own way. And I'm just combing it out, planting my seeds. And hopefully you hear a little bit of this and you hear a little bit of that. And then next time you listen, you'll be like, oh, I hear a little bit of this now. And I hear a little bit of that now. And it just like encompasses your whole head and your brain. This is Heket, by the way. Goddess Heket rules the mind. She's a good one to have behind me at all times. So with all of that, I'm excited. And now I'm like, it's so bittersweet. This is always how it feels ending a song. It's not even over. I still have 1.5 minutes to luxuriate and I have to figure out the ending. So we've still got lots of work to do and I will catch up with you. Either when I'll catch up with you when there's an update to be had. Let's say that. One day I'm going to re-record this with a man so that I can get some really deep notes because there was this note that I want to hit. It's like, and listen to my tune. I can't get that tune. I guess I'll just sing it up the octave for now. But eventually we're going to go tune. Maybe I can do that. Does that sound crazy? And listen to my tune. This honestly reminds me of when I was a kid. Like, if I had a computer and a recording device when I was a kid, I would have done this since I was a child. Because it is so much fun. Me and my sisters used to make up songs all the time. I used to sing all the time. I just didn't have the tools yet. And so this is definitely feeding my inner child. I was just doing some deep notes. Can you hear the groggle in my voice? Is it good that I'm doing this upon waking? I don't really talk throughout my day, honestly. It's just where I am right now. I don't really have a lot of people around. At least I can sing. I love music. Oh! I just finished Dear Khnum. It's 11:20, November 24th, a couple days after, you can barely see that, a couple days after I started the song, and I cannot wait to listen back to it tomorrow. My intention tomorrow is to clean it up a bit, though when you hear it, you may hear some notes in the chords that aren't your standard chords, and that's intentional. I'm very excited to see what, if anything, honestly needs to be done. I might be completely happy with it and be like, this is it, but I feel so good. I'm honestly a little stupefied because I have to tell you all, this song, honestly, it was challenging. I have to say that it was challenging at parts. There were times, of course, like, the standard melody, Dear Kadu, we play this song for you. But then harmonizing on some of that, sometimes it was tough. Like the ending, I will say, was tough. And that's the most blue, I think. I mean, you tell me what you think are the most bluish parts, as in like blue notes. Although, for me, blue notes don't really exist because I don't work with the standard Western music theory, if that makes sense. Every time I've tried to take music theory, I took music theory in high school, but it was super basic. I tried to take it in college. It was like, it is another language, and it just was too much for me, and I ended up dropping the class. It was like every time I tried to learn theory, it could not compute at all. And so I'm a little stupefied, honestly, that it's done, because when you're in the middle of a song, sometimes it's just like, it's too late to turn back now, but oh my gosh, I got this whole way to go. And the way that I played the piano, remember when I was like, I'm just gonna go with it. It changed the ending from, what I would have planned. I love the ending though. I love it. There's this one part, you'll hear it, where a chorus of me's is going, come, and then we build it and it's like, oh, I love it. I love this song. I absolutely love it. So let's check in tomorrow. The song is done. I'm so grateful that I'm at a point in my life where I trust myself. Because trust is the key to accessing your gifts. You have to trust that you can use it. You have to trust that it's right, no matter what. And being an artist, we can doubt ourselves. And it's contradictory to the art. Art is self-expression. Art is that impulse. And when we pick at it and when we try to make it fit into a box, we really do not only the art harm, but we harm ourselves and we harm our souls, which is the well from which all art stems and flows and ebbs. Oh, my beautiful souls. Oh, my beautiful souls. Oh, my beautiful souls. I just finished. Oh my gosh, I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. I listened to this song. I listened to it many, many times. Got a few notes here and there that I wanted to add. Mostly, I took away some that I added actually this morning. And so that's why I want to stop working on it now. I'm actually going to do the official, if you know Logic, the official Command A, Command B. That's how I bounce it. I did the official. It's loading now. Come. That's my favorite part. And that was obviously, this whole song for the most part is improvised, but while I was sitting at the piano writing the piano part, I never envisioned that. I never envisioned the song would sound like this. I thought it was just going to be me, just the one voice, one vocal line, like no harmonies. I didn't think there was going to be any harmonies because the truth is, I didn't think there was any room for it. I just thought this is just, I didn't know what this song was. Honestly, I didn't know the power. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, it feels so good. Come. And so, my dear souls, before I premiere my song, Dear Khnum, I just want to send some love to every musician, every artist, every creative soul out there. And I just want to encourage you to create your art, not for anything other than expression. Because you have something that needs to be expressed, that needs to be witnessed by you in this physical plane. Something needs to come out of your head, out of your heart, out of your soul, onto the paper. onto the recording device, into the ether. We need your art in our ether. We need your art in our world. And I encourage you, my dear beautiful soul, to persist, resist the inner critic, and create. With all of that said, here's my song, Dear Khnum.
Khnum.